Hello everyone and welcome. I am Nikki. Now here at my channel I like to talk about everything having to do with literature, and today I want to discuss the 3 tropes in fictional romance that I think have been overplayed and become cliche. So number 1, we have the love triangle, and in this category I'm also including harems and reverse harems. For some reason it's become the norm to add a second or more love interest to create romantic tension. For me, a romance should be like an epic love story. If there's 2 or more people that your MC is waffling between, I just sit here and wonder, whose story am I even reading? It's okay for a character to have multiple lovers throughout the course of your book or your series, or just in their background. I mean, most people date several people before they find the one that they're going to be with. But I hate those stories where the character can't decide who they love more. Oh my god, who's the MC gonna pick? Like, if you can't even figure out who you're in love with, how are you gonna figure out how to save the world or survive the zombie apocalypse or whatever the main plotline of this book is? As much as I'm a cynic, I am a romantic at heart. I like those stories that have sort of a true love vibe. So adding these other characters to make things interesting doesn't actually make it interesting. So number 2, we have the alpha male. I don't mean like books about shifters or other creatures that have a literal alpha male leading the pack. I am talking about the domineering rich guy. First of all, if I have to read millionaire or billionaire in another book title, I might actually scream. They are just becoming so overwhelming. But my biggest complaint for these books, not that they're everywhere, is that the girl he falls for is always like his secretary or some poor single mom or a college grad trying to figure out how she's going to pay her loans off and eat this month. It's always some girl that he is just so far out of her league, it's ridiculous. They probably wouldn't have met to begin with. There's an imbalance of power that makes these stories almost just laughable. The guy relies on his wealth and he saves her from whatever hardship she's going through, which to me screams hero complex more than love story. This theme is way overdone, and I personally would just love to see more women who can take care of themselves and don't have to rely on their rich boyfriend to save them. So last but not least is number 3, the irresistible plain Jane. I don't get this one. Why do so many books have a female MC that describes herself as ordinary or, just shy of being ugly, but has every guy fall at her feet? It doesn't make sense. If a girl can't see herself as being worthy of having all these guys attracted to her, why do they find her interesting to begin with? If you describe your MC as comely, but she has a line of men out the door waiting to meet her, I'm gonna think she's the only woman that these guys have ever seen in their lives. Which, I mean, depending on your story, that could be true. If that's not the case, why are these guys so desperate for this girl? People are drawn to confidence, and if a girl is insecure in her looks, guys are going to notice, and she's not going to have 10 men just waiting to date her. I personally want just a tad more realism in these kinds of scenarios. I'm not saying that your MC has to be Jessica freaking Rabbit to get a guy. I mean, that's obviously the other end of the spectrum of unrealistic. She should at least know that she's pretty enough to garner this much attention, or maybe you don't have to have every male character hard up for her. So that's all I've got for today. Those are the 3 biggest cliches that I've seen in writing that I have just gotten so tired of. An epic love story doesn't have to be weighed down by unnecessary love interests. There should be some equality of power between your main characters, and not everyone needs to love your MC. So thank you guys so much for joining me today, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, you can follow me on social media. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. All the links will be listed below down in the description. And I post new videos on Mondays, so don't forget to subscribe and ring the little bell down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!